When tragedies like this occur, there is no roadmap to return to normal. I have 3 kids myself. It's hard to talk to them about shootings at school, mostly because it's hard to tell who's more scared, them as kids or us as moms and dads. So I want to bring in Dr. Laura Vogel. She is a certified therapist and also the director of therapeutic services at Momentous Institute in Dallas. Dr. Vogel, kids today are well versed in lockdown drills and active shooter protocols, but how do you speak to them about an actual shooting?
Sure. And I think this is a question that all of us have been asking ourselves today. And do I bring it up? Do I not bring it up? What do I say? And really, one, I trust that parents know their children. Mm-hmm. They know which of their children, need a lot of information and which of their children maybe only need a little bit of information. And so I think the main message is ask the questions, open the door for the conversation. If I'm not sure what to say, then just start with, do you want to talk about what happened yesterday? I'm sure you have questions. What questions do you have? What are you thinking about? What are you experiencing? What are your friends talking about? Open that door and see where it takes you, because each kid depends.
And let them kind of guide you to where you need to go. I know, the suspect was 18, the same age as the young man who shot up the supermarket in Buffalo. Teenagers are clearly suffering from some mental health issues, in the pandemic.
Certainly. We've seen, and after coming out of COVID, the isolation that a lot of our adolescents have experienced is unique to this generation. This is something you and I didn't experience. And one of the good things about if anything, is that we're talking about mental health more. But that's the important key, is that we continue to talk about it, that we're normalizing that kids may have different experiences, that they may be feeling sadness that feels bigger than normal. What these 2 young men did, I think, it's tragic, it's exceptional, it's rare. And that's the thing we have to hold on to, is that this is the exception. It feels like it's happening a lot because we're talking about it a lot. But this is so exceptional. But for our other adolescents, just keeping that door open, continuing to talk about it.
And what about our teachers? They have had a rough go of it over the past couple of years. How do we make sure we're checking on their mental health?
Yeah, and certainly that's something we're thinking about a lot. They're holding so much, their parents, their mental health providers, they're just doing a lot. But I do think it's important. Those of us who have teachers in their lives, my sister's a teacher. First thing I did this morning was check on her. Today is going to be different for you than it was yesterday. Reaching out, don't wait for them to connect to you. I think that means a great deal for teachers, is that we are recognizing what they're holding is significant, and it's different, and it's continuing to be different.
Yeah, my mom was a public school math teacher. My mother-in-law was a school teacher, so we have a lot of empathy in our family for what they've done. Dr. Laura Vogel, thank you so much for sharing that context and a bit of your expertise. I also want to let you know that we are reading all of your comments on this tragedy. They're both heartbreaking and, in some cases, heartwarming. Take down the number on your screen. We have created a voicemail line to leave your thoughts and condolences, and we'll be sharing some of those on air.